This is the new Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X that hybridizes the ZR1 with 1250 horsepower. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where the 2025 Corvette ZR1 may already be the fastest rear-wheel drive car to touch down on our planet, which is a record-stomping track monster that crushes 60 miles per hour in 2.2 seconds and has a 233 mile per hour top speed that reads like an AI hallucination. But now comes the 2026 Corvette ZR1X to take it up another notch in both coupe and convertible formats. Now, there's no Zora badge. Chevy has chosen the ZR1X. And they say that the X signature, while not as romantic as the executive Z and Zora, underscores this as a natural evolution of the ZR1 family rather than a standalone model. Now, this range-topping all-wheel drive hybrid Corvette has haunted the dreams of collectors and nightmares of seven-figure European rivals, because this is America's hypercar. That's right, the ZR1 directly targets the rare birds typically spotted in Goodwood or Pebble Beach, like the $3.9 million Ferrari F80 or the $2.9 million McLaren W1, maybe even the $2.7 million Mercedes-AMG one. Now, sure, it's only a Chevy, but here's the crazy part. Blue collar badge aside, the X no longer comes across as the performance underdog, not with a track record or track records for his rear-wheel drive sibling, and not with this completely insane, fully competitive 1,250 horsepower and roughly 973 pound-feet of torque. Now, versus an X-less ZR1, that's a jump of 186 horsepower and about 145 pound-feet of torque. That's entirely due to a Frankenstein jolt from an electric front axle, an upgraded version of the Corvette's E-Ray hybrid system. Now, the extra power up front helped relieve a brutal burden on the ZR1X's rear tires, helping them lay down power and maintain grip, including an optional Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tire. Especially for standard Pilot 4S's rubber, all-wheel drive will make the ZR1X more confident in slipperier street conditions, which translates to more power opportunities without any worry. Now, naturally, the ZR1X is no slouch in a straight line either. Despite those electrified parts pushing past 4,000 pounds, even in the base coupe form, the ZR1X can maintain an unholy 1.3 Gs of longitudinal acceleration throughout the first and second gears and nearly through the third gear. In more familiar terms, that's a trip of 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds. Chevy confirmed that on a prep surface at a Michigan drag strip, along with a quarter-mile time in less than 9 seconds. Chalk up 2 more all-time Corvette records. This suggests that a Corvette might outdrag a Lucid Air Sapphire or Tesla Model S Plaid to 60 miles per hour. Now, expanded voltage allowed engineers to push more power into the drive unit, which gains 26 horsepower and 20 pound-feet versus the E-Ray. That single motor was redesigned to handle increased loads, including new bearings. Now, as on the E-Ray, the hybrid battery is designed for hyper-fast discharge and charge events versus EV-style propulsion stamina, so there's plenty of buffer to ensure consistent performance and battery life. On the street, it's impossible to deplete the E-Ray's battery to where it can't provide boost. Now, push a Charge Plus button included on the ZR1X and the Corvette boosts motor resistance to fully recharge within a few miles of normal use. And that front axle can contribute to up to 160 miles per hour before disconnecting versus 150 on the E-Ray. Now, to humiliate more supercars, a push-to-patch function unleashes a full tag team of gasoline and electric thrust, though that's accessed via a repurposed steering wheel cruise control button. A qualifying mode provides maximum jolt up to the front axle's speed limit, and an endurance mode monitors state of charge to sustain all-wheel advantages through a full tank of fuel. Now, aside from the ZR1X's badges on the flanks, the steering wheel, and the interior waterfall panel, you'll need to squint to spot the exterior differences, or crouch to see the E-Ray's telltale additional front radiator on the driver's side. Both cars offer the B-winged aero package and carbon fiber handling aids, where both will also have optional carbon fiber wheels. Now, the ZR1X does introduce standard carbon ceramic brakes that are the largest in GM's history, including 16.5-inch front rotors clamped by 10-piston calipers, and for 2026, that J59 brake package will become an option on the ZR1. And whatever preference you choose, rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive, the ZR1X has a clear edge. The redesigned interior of the all-new 2026 Corvettes, which is more visually appealing and functionally coherent, and that includes enlarged screens, a useful 6.6-inch auxiliary driver screen, and a passenger grab handle that replaces the formal try-hard waterfall switches. Tactile HVAC controls mitigate to the main display, and a smartly redesigned console adds a drive mode controller that no longer feels like a carpal tunnel waiting to happen. Now, Chevrolet isn't ready to talk pricing, but let's talk about what the E-Ray costs, because it's around $37,000 more than a base Stingray. That's a clue. But with a ZR1 Coupe starting around $178,000 or $188,000 for a convertible, well, we're looking probably at a whopping $210,000 for a coupe to start and $220,000 for a convertible. A loaded 3LZ convertible could top around $275,000 just by guessing. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy. But if Chevrolet decides to, blow people away with a $199,995 starting price, well, don't be surprised. But with that said, what do you guys think when it comes to this insane American supercar, the ZR1X? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys check the links in the description if you guys want to help further support the channel, and subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.